Welcome to Roleplay, Dungeons and Dragons show where my players just have to roll with it. I'm DM Dan. Hey, how's it going? Just wanted to give a big shout out to all of you that have returned from episode 0. Thank you again for continuing to tune in and watch the show. Thank you for the love and support. And if you're brand new here, thank you for choosing to see us. This is a really big episode because we're getting into episode 1. We're actually starting the core of the story. Episode 0 was a lot of character development, but a lot has been revealed. So if you haven't tuned into that, please do, because it was very funny and interesting and a lot of improv there. But I just wanted to pass it off to our players just in case they want to say anything, get to introduce themselves, and also reveal kind of like new information about their character that they had. And if they have any guesses on who they are, or just, I don't know, just see what they want to say. So I'll pass it over to Cal, who was so happy and excited to work on audio.
Yeah, I'm Cal. Thanks, Tyler. I see you in chat. I play Oz, or Azrael Alpazane, and I am the housekeeper / lodging person at the Yawning Portal. And I don't think I have any personal...
A voice, maybe?
Maybe. Working on that.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
That's fair. Last episode I ended up talking with one of the regulars.
Mayloon.
No.
You were talking to Jalister Silvermane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll cover that, yeah.
That's about it. Also, I hear a weird voice that I ended up talking with Jernan about. So
yeah.
that I'm sure that's gonna bring about some really interesting stuff in the future. So
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Got to it. All right. Thank you, Cal. All right, Dennis. What's going on? How you doing? How's your day?
I'm doing pretty good. I play Garrett Craig, or Craig, the apparently hairy chef of the Yawning Portal Inn.
Yeah.
Apparently that's a big issue with the customers.
I mean, hair and food. Some people like it, some people don't. Each their own, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So,
and you like to smoke, right?
and I like to smoke
Yeah, you do.
various things.
All right. Well, I'll let you hold on to that for future character development. So, Kimarie, how you doing? Tell us about yourself, your character,
Hi.
all that fun stuff.
I am Kimarie, and I play Miki. I don't have a last name, which is interesting. So some people got last names and
But you
other
know,
people didn't. So I found out in episode 0 that I am a boy, which changed my whole perception, my whole initial perception of this character. So I'm really trying to get into my boyish, mannish things.
keep going, please. No,
Yeah, keep going. Apparently I have rat friends named Toby, Keith, and McGuire. Unfortunately, Percy was sent away.
R.I.P. Percy.
So I think I'm a hunter or a druid so far, but I don't know, Dan could have come up with something crazy and I could be a totally different class. And I could just
because you like animals.
communicate
I mean, yeah.
with rats. So, and I'm sorry, I'm the bartender of the Yawning Portal, and I know my friends' favorite drinks, and I know the customers and clientele pretty well, and Durnan is like a father figure to me, so
Yes.
that's Miki, right? That's all I know.
And there was a really funny moment with you discovering the rats, and we just recently
Yes.
posted that on our TikTok account, which is
Very good video on our TikTok.
This is so funny. But last but not least, here we go. Justin, hi.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Yeah, well, I play Zymina Mozari, and the last episode I was telling you guys that I was part of the waitstaff with Bonnie, who is another waitstaff person. I realized that initially I started out being very professional, kind of off-putting, and kind of noticed throughout the session that I might be more of a fun or more engaging type of personality while working. So that's something that I'll be trying to do a little more, of course, before we get into this big fight coming up. But again, I want to ask you guys that if you have questions, if you're not familiar with D&D, please feel free to ask in the chat. You don't have to, but we'll try to answer as we can, as we're all trying to look at the chat. So we just appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah, thank you, Justin. And Justin brings up a good point too. Like, yes, this is Dungeons and Dragons, but people who are familiar with the game, not familiar, everyone is welcome. This is strictly a show just to have a fun, good time, story driven, and also kind of mystery too, to have you guys kind of guess like what's going to happen next. And it's kind of cool watching, my players here not really know everything. I'm the only one that really knows everything, and it's just like I don't know what's going to happen and play out, but. Yeah, no, like all of us really enjoyed this, and we appreciate the commitment to watching the show. So thank you all. With that being said, if anyone has anything else, we're just going to roll right into episode 1 of Roll or
Roleplay.
There you go. All right. So where we left off, last episode 0, we started our story in the city of Waterdeep, a very culturally diverse city, one of the most famous cities in D&D lore, with many different wards, some for the rich, some for the poor, the innocent, the deadly. It's a whole trail mix of races and classes and interests and religions. We started our story in the Yawning Portal, an inn where, as we mentioned before, all 4 of our players are employees there. Cal's character is housekeeping, Dennis's character is cook, Kimarie's character is one of the bartenders, and Justin's character is one of the waitstaff. As the story went on, they had the chance to speak to individual NPCs just to kind of get a little bit more of a feel about their characters. To get a little bit into specifics, but Zymina, Justin's character, spoke with Obaya Ude, who was actually looking to do some treasure hunting in the well that's legit in the center of this whole tavern. And was very cryptic with Zymina, and was asking Zymina how the fire dances, what fire means to her, and we don't know if Zymina's character is good, bad, if there's going to be some mystery, if there's death, or light, or warmth, we don't know.
I'm the big one.
You don't know, we'll see.
No.
Oh no! See, and I dropped my pen out of nervousness because of that. So, then Miki had the chance to have a good conversation with Mayloon Wardragon, who almost lives in the portal, in the tavern, because he just rents out a room, and Oz, Cal's character, just cleans up vomit all the time. Didn't get through a lot. And then Oz met Jalister Silvermane, who was kind of in a corner reminiscing about the loss of his partner, his boyfriend, but turned out that was actually a ruse. Oz did, with a very good charisma check, gain the trust of Jalister and reveal that he's a spy of the Lord's Alliance, which is one of the many factions in Waterdeep, and kind of did a little nudge, hint to Oz, saying, hey, if you want an in, let me know. And then Craig, Dennis's character, took a smoke break in office. But then, as time went on, they had the chance to have their employee reviews. Jordan, the bartender, took them all one by one and provided the following feedback. Craig, hair in the food. That's pretty much it. Miki, the rat infestation, not getting rid of the rats instead of making friends with them. Oz, the voice that Oz hears, a little cryptic and mysterious, but we don't know about that yet. And with Zymina, there's a necklace around her that specifically has a diamond shape, which connects all 4 corners in black, and then has a red crimson filling in the center. Also, Zymina does not like people engorging on their food, as seen by goblins, which she had an interaction with before. But as we continue, at the end of the last episode, a troll with green wart-like skin, carrot-shaped nose, black wiry hair, came out of the well, straight out of the ring, just came out. And And then also there were sturges, which are these mosquito-like bat creatures that were latched onto the back of this creature, with a few spiraling above. As one of the disgruntled customers were complaining about the service, the troll lifted her up in the air, bit her, blood was everywhere, and the whole tavern is in panic. With that being said, we are officially going to our first combat of the new campaign, so I need everyone to roll for initiative.
1d20 coming up.
Yep. And just a reminder, none of our players know their stats yet. So I have all their character sheets here, and we're just going to see what happens.
I got 10 as well.
All right, so Craig, you rolled a 10, right?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Craig rolled a 10.
I also rolled a 10.
You also rolled a 10. Okay, perfect. Okay. How about you, Cal? What did you roll?
17.
Oh boy.
Woo woo!
Somebody's going first.
And how about you, Zymina?
I rolled a 12.
Okay. Sounds good. All right.
Hey, it's above average, and that's all I can ask.
Right?
Hey, nothing wrong with
You're
that.
here.
That's fine. The Sturges. Okay. Oh, they're pretty consistent for the most part, which is pretty funny. All right. And then we have Durnan and the Troll. Surprise. Okay. Perfect. Getting all this taken care of here right now. Okay. Oh, actually, that's perfect. Okay. All right. So, getting into combat now. Durnan looks at all four of you and just like eyes wide open panic. He quickly hops behind the bar and pulls out. It's actually pretty well hidden, but he pulls out a sword, a great sword. And just very well kept and clean, very sharp. You can see just like kind of reflection in it. He goes, I'll take care of the troll. You guys get the bats with wings. Well, bats have wings. You know what I mean. Get him. He goes and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 goes to the troll. The 9 sturges that were attached to the troll leave and go down the well. And the troll looks a little bit paler than what you guys seen before. So you kind of get the assumption that the sturges were actually kind of leeching off the blood of the troll a little bit. Kind of like a anti-symbiotic relationship.
Dan,
So
I'm
Durnan-
sorry. Dan, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
You need to put the map on roll 20. You need to pull it
That's
up.
no, you are absolutely right. Thank you. I'm just so excited to get into
Thanks, Tyler.
it. There you go.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I was waiting for you to finish. I was like, oh boy, I didn't know
Yeah,
that
me
was
too.
a big long run-on sentence.
I'm waiting.
Sorry, Dan.
No, you're fine. This is new for me too. I appreciate it. So you guys can see it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So Durnan, he was here. He went to the back of the bar. He got it. Now he's back. There you go. So, Durnan is going to make 4 attacks against the troll. Okay, first one hits. Second one misses. Third one hits. And the fourth one definitely hits. So, attacks 3 out of the 4. And oh boy, this is not going to look good for him. As you can see, he's just getting ready just to cut this troll whole right now. So he has to do much damage. Special shout out to Sarah and Carl for the dice tower, by the way. That makes my job a lot easier. So, so he did 10 damage on his first one. Another 8 for 18. And then another... Oh boy, that's a lot. 18, he did 28 points of slashing damage to the troll.
Ooh, 8.
And just carves him across the left arm, the chest, into the right arm. As if he's... Now you've heard he's been down the well before, so he is ready for combat, but he you can kind of understand why he's respected in the tavern, because they don't want to mess with him and see he means business. Now it is the troll's turn. The troll is going to fight right back at Durnan, and is going to make 3 attacks. He's going to try to bite him first. Misses. Misses again. And the last one... The last one hits. So he tried to bite Durnan, and he dodged out of the way, then clawed with his right hand, but the wound from the cut that Durnan gave just made his arm limp. But did manage to claw with his left hand. And that does to him... Oh, poor Durnan. Oh, I think he'll be fine, actually. Yep, that'll be good. Okay, so did 12 points of slashing damage to Durnan as he just gets hit on the side of the neck. Now, we go to you guys. Oz. It is your turn right now. So, as Durnan mentioned...
I just said, oh boy. Please.
Oh, yeah. So, he told you... Now, the troll's looking pretty rough. You think Durnan has it handled. You have the top Sturge here, middle Sturge, and the bottom Sturge.
Okay.
So, now, I bet your main question is, what do I have on me to combat these guys, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
You have a hand axe on you.
Okay.
And it's up to you. That's pretty much what you have right now that you know of.
Just the one?
Just the one.
Alright, what the heck? I'm gonna try and range it. You know, maybe take a few steps closer.
Yeah, you can move. Actually, before I forget, I'll give you guys all your hit point totals.
Oh, cool.
Before I
Thank
forget.
you.
You're welcome. So Azrael has 12 hit points. Prig has 15 hit points. Miki has 9 hit points. And Zymina has 10.
Okay, squishy, but I'm not the squishiest. I can mark that.
Yep.
So squishy.
Yeah, at the moment.
Yeah, I think maybe go there
Okay.
and try to range it because it's a hand axe, like.
Yeah. Yeah, so which one do you want to attack? Do you want to attack the one next to Durnan right now that's kind of just buzzing around and just like, kind of like a hummingbird, just kind of like hovering around trying to get, trying to get like a...
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sure.
I trust myself not to hit Durnan.
We'll see what happens. Why don't you roll your d20?
Boy.
That's a 12.
Let's see. Yep, you hit. Roll 1d6 for me, please. Mm-hmm.
3.
Sweet. So you throw it, hoping it'll just land, because like you don't really use a hand axe for a lot of things. But you're just kind of like just an axe throwing bar, just like double hand, toss it. You get it right square in the face, and then fell over and like twitches on the ground. It is dead.
Hey.
Woo!
And Durnan looks at you and says, "Oh, not bad. Okay, nice." Did you want to move? By the way, all of you have a speed of 30 feet. Another thing you should know. Did you want to do anything else, Oz? With your turn?
Is there any
you don't
other,
have...
like, do I have any other inklings of like feeling anything weird or any other weapons on me?
Not yet. I mean, you have the hand axe that's by Durnan right now. That's pretty much the only weapon that you have. It's just you threw it, and now you like you could try to like go and get it if you want, but then you'll be kind of closer to.
I see the troll. So
Trolls. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stay where I'm at and wait
Cool.
until my next turn to see kind of how things shake out.
Cool.
In the next few seconds.
Yeah. No worries. All right. Next up, we have Zymina.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So Zymina,
Yes.
I bet you're kind of wondering what you have too, right?
No.
Okay. You actually have a scimitar on you.
Oh, okay.
Kind of. It's kind of hidden, like kind of in your pant leg in a sense. Like you keep it well hidden on you in case trouble happens.
It's sheathed on the thigh.
It's sheathed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm strapped. I stay strapped. Before I attack anything, how
Yes.
would Zymina's mood be in regards to having to fight at work?
Destroy them. Destroy them, bad bitches. Like it's a troll. It's ugly rats, like bats with wings. Like I keep saying that. Mosquito bat things. It's just like I don't need this right now. Let's just get this done with. Plus, you want to follow Durnan's orders because he said go for the surges. You're like, okay, I'm gonna do what I can, attack them so that we don't have to worry about this anymore.
Okay. And I would, Zamina would step forward to attack the Sturge here.
Perfect.
And just out of curiosity,
Yes.
would you be able to tell me if Zymina has like medium length, maybe longer hair, like anything that they could play with?
I will say you have hair that you can play with. I'm not going to tell you how long or the shape or the color, but you can definitely play with it. You're not bald.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Okay, good to know. I would say that like Zymina, like looking a little irritated that these creatures have like bothered their workday, which is kind of like to like push their hair out of their face as they
We don't need this.
car out. Yep.
Yeah, like this is a nuisance right now. You don't need to deal with it.
Serious look on their face and just ready to go in and attack the Sturge in front of them.
Perfect. Roll a d20 for me, please.
Okay, 1d20 coming up. 10.
10. So you go and swing, and you hit.
Six.
Yes. Yep. So roll a d6 for me, please.
6.
Wow, 6. So it's interesting too, because like you don't use weapons at work a lot. Like you use in case of emergency, but for some reason it just feels really natural to you, just without hesitation. Ching, just like it's just very fluid, and it goes with your hair. Like your hair moves along with the scimitar, and you just cleave in half the Sturge as it plops down on the ground and twitches. So that Sturge is dead now. You just see this big, pale green looking troll, almost limbs decapitating right now, just like with Durnan. But you know, there's one Sturge left that you see. But you have no bonus action or reaction at the moment. You do have more movement if you need that.
No, I think they would stay right there and kind of turn towards the Sturge that's in front of Big and just kind of ready the stance up for whatever happens.
Perfect. All right. Well, now, luckily for you guys, you knocked out the Sturges that had the higher initiative. So, good job. So, next up, we have Miki.
Oh, that's me.
That's you.
I'm sorry, I was expecting Garrett Craig to go first.
Miki, you have a weapon that you really like to have. It's one of your personal favorites. Do you want to know what it is? You have a tiny light hammer with you.
Oh, goody. Okay. A tiny light hammer.
It's a light hammer, but
So does that mean
Like for
it's a
hitting
throwing
nails?
thing or a melee thing?
that's a good question, actually. You know, I initially had it as melee. Let me double check here. That's really important. So, your light hammer. It can be thrown. It can be thrown 20 feet comfortably or up to 60 feet with disadvantage. But you can also use it as melee if you want to.
I'm gonna try to throw it.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Roll the hit.
Work.
Yes.
That's a 10.
10. All right. Unfortunately, you throw the hammer and it
Ew.
sticks on the ground and goes underneath the table. You were close, if that's a consolation, but unfortunately it did not hit. A little frustrated, probably, by that.
He just is just like, oh, darn it! I did have a quick question.
Yes.
So, yeah, sorry, I don't know how to really phrase it. Is this
Go for it.
like the first time in a while that we fought a monster coming out? Is this the first time
Yeah.
ever we fought a monster coming out? Is this like...
This is the biggest you've had to deal with, especially with the troll coming out. That's a big monster. You may have had like little like vermin come out here and then, but Durnan would usually just take care of it, and like you would go about your day and just tell you just to focus on the bar while he takes care of that.
Right. So
This is some more serious, yeah.
Sorry, we've seen
Mhm.
Durnan like jump to action and like
Yes.
slay like this because
This is the biggest, yes, the biggest he's slayed. Yes.
I was just kind of in awe. Even though I like didn't hit, I'm still kind of like looking at Durnan just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, she's like a big fighter. Holy cow.
He looks pretty heroic right now. He looks like this is no normal bartender. Like there's a reason he built around the well. He's very smart. He knows what he's doing. Is that the end of your turn, Mickey, or did you want to move?
Yeah, I'd like to do bonus action, and I'd like to.
Mhm.
No, I'm just kidding.
Bonus action,
Like-
play dead.
Yeah, like to cast light. No,
Mhm.
just kidding.
Mhm. All right. So next up we have Craig. Craig, you have that one sturge in front of you, and you want to know what you have. You have
Yes, please.
you have one of your favorite chef knights on you, which is equivalent to a dagger.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stab the said sturgeon thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Surge.
we're Wisconsin.
Roll a hit for me, please.
That's an 8.
8. Yeah, unfortunately, the surge was a little too quick for you. I mean, you were ready to get there, but then with the hummingbird like type of speed, just gets around you, and it kind of like pisses you off a bit. That you're like, come on, really? Pretty annoying. Anything else with your turn?
Not that I know of.
All right. Next up, last but not least, is the one Sturge that you try to hit, Craig. The Sturge is going to try to attack you, and we'll see what happens. That hits you. You. Yeah, you take. I am so sorry. I know it's just so annoying that I have to deal with that. Well, there we go. Okay. You take 4 points of piercing damage, and the Sturge is latched to your right shoulder and is starting to like have like a sucking motion on you. So it's kind of like trying to feast on you a little bit. So right now it is attached to you.
Ow.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. I mean, it's just like a big mosquito bite. Yeah, pretty bad.
Malaria,
next-
let's get sickening.
Right, exactly. All right, so now top of the round, we got Durnan. Could try to make 4 attacks again. Hits. That's a good question. Like sometimes you just know when Durnan hits. He hits, misses, and got a nat 20 in the last one.
Hey.
So Durnan,
Go, Durnan.
I'm not even gonna roll for this because he was really low. So, without problem, Durnan actually cuts off the arms of the troll. And the arms, when they fall off, actually flop like a dead fish on a pier. Like it's trying to reattach itself. And then without a problem, Durnan does like a 180 with his sword in motion and just slices the head off the troll. Into the wall, yes. Yeah. The arms are still on the floor, honestly, you may have to clean it up. But without a problem, the head is there, and the troll is no more. There you go.
Holy crap!
We'll
And
have
then-
left.
And then Durnan, with his remaining movement, with the troll blood on him, he just looks at the Sturge and then sees that it's on you, Craig, and he goes, it'll be fine, don't worry about it. You'll kill it, it's fine. That's the end of his turn. Oz, it is your turn. So you had your hand axe underneath the table by Durnan.
Yeah.
And, yeah. You could, I mean, I will allow this. There are plenty of improvised weapons in the tavern. And it is attached to Craig. So if you want to find something that you think could possibly swat it or kill it while it's on it, by all means.
I mean, do you think Oz would grab something or just walk up and punch it? Like,
you can punch. You can find like whatever you want to do. Go for it. You want to punch it?
Isn't it about the same stats for an improvised weapon it is for punching an arm?
Punching is a straight, I think, strength bonus if I remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
This weapon is kind of more DM discretion, but I think it's like a 1d4, something like that, depending on the weapon. Yeah, I will say this: with your stats, I would recommend an improvised weapon.
Okay, not very strong, probably.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that probably would benefit you better.
Okay.
Plus, I like creativity that way.
Behind the bar. So what's behind the bar?
Bottles of liquor.
Miki's special drinks.
This is the cheap stuff.
I mean, there was like a lighter there too for, you know, when Miki was doing those like special flaming drinks that he does.
God.
Oh yeah, set the bar on fire. Do it.
I'm more worried about setting Craig's hair on fire because apparently they're hairy.
We don't know where.
True.
Yeah.
You just see it. You just see the Surge just sucking like.
Yeah. Oz is just gonna grab like one of the rail bottles or something and just like.
Yeah. You find a cheap bottle of liquor. It just says like Captain Jack Spaniels.
God.
Yeah, it's a very just like it's like it's a humanoid with like 2 teeth and a couple freckles cross-eyed like ooh, like yeah, you know that it's kind of on its last leg and it's not very popular at the bar. No one orders it.
Okay. What am I rolling?
Just roll a d20.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. Oh wait, actually I'm looking at the wrong one. You actually miss. So you try to hit the Sturge, but Craig unfortunately, due to like the itch that he has, he kind of like turned a little bit, and you actually kind of hit him. It's not too bad, Craig. You're not hurt from it, but you're just like stand still. Come on, trying to get this off of you.
What's the height difference here? Like.
Not gonna tell you yet.
Oh no. Alright,
No.
that's fair.
Alright. Anything else?
Is it still on him? Like.
Yeah. It's not dead. You didn't hit it.
Oh dang. Well, I tried.
You did. Alright. Moving on. Zymina. You're right next to Craig as well, and you see the Sturge
How
on
does that
him.
make me feel? Seeing it sucking the blood out of him.
Pretty fucking gross.
I was gonna say, does it spark joy? Just kidding.
Not to your coworkers.
No.
I mean, if it's someone you hated, probably. But I mean, just
Where's that
you
goblin?
don't like it because again, the Surge is feasting and gorging on Craig, which is something you don't like.
Okay.
They're indulging in feasting.
Would Zymina take the risk of using a sharp weapon to attack it while it's attached, or would they rather try to like grab it with their own hands or something like that?
I don't think you want to touch it. It looks too gross. I think you just want to maybe not be as free flowing with your attack, but still just try to kill it when it's attached.
Okay.
You still have your scimitar.
Yeah, I would say Zymina would then definitely attempt to kind of like, instead of slicing downward, just like slash forward in hopes that it would just kind of pry it off of his
Yeah.
or their skin. but
Without making it too gruesome. Yeah.
right.
Roll a d20 for me. Yeah.
15.
15 hits. Roll a d6 again for me, please.
Right. Wow, a 6. What is this damage?
Without a problem, it's just like going through meringue. It's just you just
Not meringue.
twist it and plop it without effort.
Like-
you don't.
It's like telling a clam.
Yeah,
Good
like it's
old
just.
Instant plop.
Sorry.
And you can do it at a distance too. You're just like, okay, we're done here. Like we don't need this.
Gross.
You don't feel the sensation anymore. You didn't take any damage. It was good you did. So now all the sturges are dead. The troll is gone. There's blood everywhere. But the tavern people rejoice. They're so happy. Even Marvin, the one that just lost his wife, doesn't seem too phased.
Oh, the Durgar.
Yeah, the Durgar. So he comes out and he says, "Oh, my wife. Oh, I have to go through the will now. What a shame. Thank you for your help. Have a good day." And just walks out of the
Didn't
tavern.
sound too broken up about that.
No, he really didn't. And as Zymina says that, they will take their scimitar and just wipe off the blood and nastiness on
Mhm.
Craig's apron before sheathing it, if that's something that they might do.
Yeah. 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 I mean, Oz, you're not liking all the blood that's gonna be there, but Durnan's gonna help pitch in. Don't worry. And Bonnie's gonna help
I
too.
can help
so
too.
Miki's gonna help too. But you have to get your hammer. Don't forget
I
your
gotta
hammer.
go grab my hammer first.
Yes. Yes.
I gotta go get my roast out of the oven.
Yeah.
It's burning.
Durnan just kind of has a big announcement. Says, "The threat is gone. All of you are fine. Sorry this caused any problems at all. Feel free to continue with what you're doing." And Craig, the half orc that was sitting at the table kind of looked at you and was like, kind of did like a wink at you. And just kind of like shouting from across, that was pretty good. I may catch you again sometime. That was not too bad. Maybe you shouldn't suck next time, though.
Lady Halfwork.
Yes.
And puts. She actually didn't pay for anything because she just got harassed by the thugs in the last episode. So she's going to walk outside too. One thing you do, as you guys are kind of like just cleaning up everything, everyone's going around the business. There is one gentleman that's been kind of, and Zymina, you actually kind of know this. You kind of caught him a little bit in the corner.
Okay.
Just kind of observing everything right there. Actually, let me bring him up here so you can take a look. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, then we'll do the
Is it
handout.
Patrick Swayze?
Yes, it's Patrick Swayze. He's going to be our guest star of the
Baby's
show.
in the corner.
I paid a lot of money to have him.
Okay.
He's not busy right now. So you see this gentleman.
Could you
In
ping
the
the
corner.
location again, please?
I will. Yeah, I just wanted to bring out his actual picture for you guys so that the people at home can see.
Okay.
Yes. No worries. Oh boy, where are you? I am so sorry. Anyways, yeah, we'll just zoom in here. Come on, internet. I am so sorry, guys. Select. There we go. There you go. He's right there.
Okay.
With a floppy hat. The figure approaches you guys and strokes his mustache, adjusts his floppy hat and ties his scarf. Well, that was wonderful. That was amazing. Well done, everyone. Oh boy, wow, that was quite a feat. I mean, just the way you swatted those beasts. Oh, it was euphoric in a sense. Oh boy. And then Durnan, my boy Durnan, it's good to see you again. And you see like this floppy haired gentleman just kind of like half hugs Durnan, and Durnan just kind of gives a like face. Hi Volo, how you doing? And the gentleman goes, oh yes, I didn't meet your employees. Yes, hello, and he shakes all of your hands. My name is Volothap. Volothap, get on. Yes, I am chronicler, a wizard, and celebrity. But some people don't think so, but it's okay. At your service. I trust you've noted the violence in our fair city these past 10 days. I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate. But now I fear I have Durnan, do you have a second? Can I talk to them? No, you I'll stand here. Okay, great. I have misplaced a friend. In this odious malevolence of a town. And I'm just looking for some assistance, and the four of you seem very capable, even though there was a mishap with some hammer throwing. But we all have bad days. It's okay. But things happen. It's okay. And then he like just kind of does a light shoulder tap. That's pretty condescending, but he doesn't like mean it to be. My friend's name is Floon Blagmar. I'll spell it for you. Floon Blagmar. He's got more beauty than brains. And I worry he took a bad way home a couple nights ago, and I worry he was kidnapped. And then he just like a gasp, like, or worse, and like over dramatic. If you agree to track him down with all due haste, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece now. And for the people at home, dragons are like equivalent to gold pieces, so it's currency. And then I can give you each 10 times when you find him. May I have your help? Would you be so kind to help me, please? And then he just changes like, no, seriously, please. I really fear for him. It's bad.
Zymina kind of looks towards Durnan. Is this something that happens often, that customers might come in and ask for either his help or people that works for him's help? Or would Zymina kind of steer off and start helping the other people in the tavern instead?
Sure. As you ask Durnan, he goes, and then Volo hands you out, oh, here's 10 gold pieces right away. So then that way I'm not lying. So here you go. And then so each of you have additional 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
10 dragons. And Durnan goes, he does come by on occasion. He's a celebrity, and he does like a half-hearted smile. He's an author and travels around. He doesn't come here asking for help too much, though, but we have favors. Volo's like, yes, Durnan, I know, remember that favor. I so desperately needed this. I need this. Pretty please. Please. Please.
Why haven't you contacted the city watch or the city guard regarding a missing person? They're like all over the place. Surely they would be able to help find your friend more than us.
Oh, of course, but and he kind of takes and like Zymina, you actually pay attention to this. You see him kind of like eye at Jalister a little bit, and kind of look back to the group. I have. The City Watch is very, very capable of, stopping crimes. However, I'm afraid that to the urgency of the situation, I want to make sure that time is of the essence, right? We don't want anything bad to happen, and I just, with seeing how you guys dealt with the troll and the Sturges, I just feel like I trust you. I tell you what. How about I up the ante? How about that? I'll give you something right now. If you promise, hold on. And then he goes into his satchel, and he pulls out, what looks like almost like a cartoon black hole.
Oh.
And just plops it on the floor. Now, it is a hole. Okay. No funny thoughts. Okay, I see you over there. hairy person, you. I see you. Do you work out though? You must be really strong. Oh, sorry. Anyways, so yes, the hole. This is for you. In case you store things into it. So basically, it is. Durnan can tell you, it's a portable hole. So it is a cloth that's very smooth to the touch, and I'll give you guys more stats on it later. But basically, as an action, you can unfold the portable hole and place it on against a solid surface, whereupon the portable hole creates an extra dimensional hole 10 feet deep. So it's like your own personal storage container. The cylindrical space within the hole exists on different planes, or can't be used to create open passages. And any creature inside can exit the hole by climbing out of it. Now, in regards to more technical stuff, you can put people in there against their will, but they have to combat a strength check to get out. And it does not have air holes in it, so a person can survive for up to 10 minutes into it, after which they begin to suffocate. So keep that in mind. As long as you open and close the hole, please don't clip that. Then the person should be fine.
Covert operations.
Overhaul operations, yes.
Mhm.
Now, out of game, what I would recommend is someone to really focus on inventory and to keep track of what you have in case you find any valuables, how much they're worth, what you store in there, because I'm going to leave that up to you because you may find a lot of things that I may be like, where was that for? I'll try my best to remember, but keep that in mind.
I can do inventory.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. So he gives you the whole, and then you look down into it. You can see to the bottom of it. It is empty, so it looks like he cleaned it all out. It looks like he was initially trying to give it to someone, and thinks it's a good time to do it, with you 4 people. Excuse me. And he asks all of you, no, please. The last time I was with Floon, he was in the dock ward. We had some drinks at the Skewered Dragon a couple nights ago, and that was the last time I saw him. I know I should have driven him or had him in the Woober or something and have him go back home to where he is, but he describes Floon as a handsome human male in his early 30s with wavy red blonde hair. He was dressed in princely garb as well when Volo last saw him. And this was 2 nights ago, before Floon disappeared. They were drinking and merrymaking at the Skewered Dragon, which is a dark, bawdy tavern in the dock ward. And he recommends for you guys to start your search there if you choose to do so.
Is he a noble?
From the asking Volo about Floon?
Yes, I am.
Oh no, I think he's pretty well off. I mean, I didn't ask him if he was made of money. I mean, that would just be rude. But no, I not to my knowledge, no. Darling, can I get my favorite drink, please? If you don't mind, I'm pretty stressed out. Darren goes, fine. He goes to the back of the bar, and Volo kind of secretly talks to you guys while he's at the back of the bar. He goes, hey, listen, I know how Durden can be. Like, I know he cares about you guys and that you're not supposed to leave or whatever, but I really need your help, and I promise I will pay you more, and you will be in my debt, please. I feel so guilty.
It sounds like you need to convince Durnan more than you need to convince us. I mean, like, I'm willing to help you. I don't know about my other friends here, but I'm willing to help you if you'll sign my newest edition of your guide.
Oh, of course. I had no idea.
I need an autograph. Oh yeah.
Oh, sure. I mean, I was about to give all of you one anyways, but sure, okay.
No, I took Durnan's because he said he didn't want it, so.
Oh. I'll slide a copy in his office.
Sounds good. I think he needs another one for sure because it's really interesting.
Yes. So okay, here you go. I need something to write with. Oh, he gets like, oh, thank you. Okay, and starts writing in very, very almost kind of your size, Miki, when you sign the paper, but not as big again. Like you still trump that. Signs it, and then just a little. There you go. And then, oh, I will give all of you my ingredient.
Thank
Here
you
you
so
go.
much.
Of course. And then to the audience at home, Volo gives our players the Incuridian, which gives them more intel about the city, money, travel, all of that. As a DM, I gave them all of that beforehand so that they can be more knowledgeable and prepared because they live in Waterdeep, so they should know. So, just a little bit of that. Jordan comes back with what kind of looks like a very purple-ish, like violet drink. It looks very. It looks gaudy. It looks very like overly. Here you go. Oh, thank you so much. And then he just takes a sip, places it down, and then puts down a couple shards. Okay, that'll be it for me. And Durden's just like, really? I just made all of that. And yes. Durden, do you mind if we have a discussion for a quick second, if you don't mind? And he pulls Durden into the office for about a brief minute or so. Do you guys want to talk in the meantime?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you something first, Dan.
Yes, of course.
About Zymina seeing him kind of look off towards Jouster.
Mm-hmm.
Would Zymina have any of the knowledge that Az had acquired when speaking to them about, their background and what happened with that? Or is that something that they would not have encountered having not spoken to him that day?
Make a charisma check for me.
Okay.
Because
So
I
just
want to
roll a
see.
D20.
Roll a d20. Because I want to see. Because you have interacted with him before, but he is looking for people, and we want to see if there was a way for you.
Nat 20. Not joking.
Okay.
Holy crap.
So-
Roll this well ever.
Charisma checks this campaign.
So he he really trusts you. He gave you intel on pretty much almost everyone in the tavern that he knows. He told you about Three Strings, who secretly works for the Harpers, which is another faction organization, deals with moral equality. He told you about himself. Melanor, with Pumpernickel, works for the Emerald Enclave. And Emerald Enclave is another faction that is more based off of druidic and nature values. And Mayloon, I think, let me see here. Because he really trusts you. Mayloon, he has ties to Force Grey.
Force Grey?
Force Grey, it's another faction. Force and then Grey, Grey.
Okay.
And Blackstaff is the one that. So he gave you that intel because you really knew how to make him happy, and then you were also sympathetic about his boyfriend. Or at least you wanted him to hear that. Depends if you do or not. You just knew it was professional and being courteous. But yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Did not know it was in a roll 20, but I
I
asked
didn't
because
either. I'm like, that's
really funny.
very fitting to your character.
I'm pretty sure as you rolled a nat 20 or really high, didn't you last session for that too?
I think it was a 19, yeah.
You rolled a 19.
No.
Yeah, he Jallister is usually very tight-lipped about that. So with those rolls, that you got a lot of good information. You just haven't told anyone, Zymina.
Okay.
You haven't told
Oh.
Durnan. You kept it very tight-lipped and information to yourself.
The reason I had asked was because seeing Volo look towards Jouster would make Zymina think about, he's avoiding something that doesn't seem right, that he wouldn't go to the authorities or doesn't think they could handle it. Knowing that about Jouster, Zymina will kind of like go behind the bar and kind of like huddle the rest of the group together to make that observation known by saying, that there might be more going on with this missing person from Volo than maybe meets the eye. This could be more trouble than what it's worth, unless he's going to tell us more, because then Ximena will like whisper very quietly, like for the first time revealing the information about Jouster, saying that that's like a different guild kind of thing, faction. It seems like it's a very touchy subject. So just to bring it up.
Just to clarify, the City Watch is part of Jouster's faction.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, do you want to roll an insight check? I can probably give you more information if you roll an insight check about why he looked at him that way, if you're looking to do that.
Sure. I mean, why not? Let's see if I'm going to keep rolling hot. No. I rolled a 5.
5. Okay. You just know that Volo was just keeping his words. He was speaking his words very carefully in front of Jouster, try not to possibly say the wrong thing and have it get back to authorities.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would just kind of reiterate that.
Yeah.
But just thinking there's still more to it, just because,
Sure.
There's a lot of people here. It just seems like a lot at once. So how would Ximena feel about being like almost forced to go on some kind of quest in the middle of work?
I mean, you got a magic item. He paid you already. From what you've seen, he hasn't lied to you about anything yet that you know of. It's just more of it's a missing persons case, and he doesn't think the City Watch is really helping. And he's kind of looking at all options here and saw how you guys handled combat, and he thinks you would all be capable of helping.
All right. After speaking about him looking towards Jouster, Ximena would just say, I mean, it could be fun. You never know what could happen. Plus, he already paid us. Maybe he'll give us more gold.
When he comes back, I want to ask him to whip up a picture, because we've never seen this person and we just have a very brief description of them. And I know Volo is magical, right? Kind of. I'm gonna ask him if he can whip us up a picture so that we can be like, have you seen this person? Or else I feel like we're in a needle in a haystack type of situation.
Sure. Oz, Craig, what are your opinions about this?
I'm just wondering if Oz would have, because Oz knows why Volo looked at Jouster.
Yeah.
So, would they have chimed in with that information when Ximena was talking about Volo?
What do you think?
I think so. I mean, they all room together.
Yeah.
Living together for who knows how long.
Yeah. We probably would.
So, I would definitely have shared with the group that Jouster is part of the Lord's Alliance, who is headed up by Lyriel
Silverhand.
Silverhand, who's
Yep.
the Open Lord of Waterdeep. So,
Yes.
the question about City Watch would definitely be
All right. Craig, what do you think?
I concur with Az.
Cool. All right. So you talk for a couple more minutes, and then you see Durnan and Volo come out. Durnan approaches you. Volo kind of waits by the door, and Durnan goes, "Okay. Normally I don't allow this, but you guys, please help. He has no one else. And casting in favor, I think you all can handle it without a problem. Just be mindful, because he's telling you it's in the dock ward, and the dock ward is not the safest part of the city. Just be on the lookout. Be careful. I love all you guys very much." And you see him hold back a tear. I'm like, just don't be dumb, okay? If you want to rest here, you can. Otherwise, if you want to go, by all means. But if you could help him out, that'd be great. Okay, well, I'm gonna get back to work.
Okay, bye.
Oh, Oz, you needed something?
I have to clean up the bar.
Yes. And it goes back. I'm helping, don't worry.
Alright, I need
And then-
at least 30 minutes before we do anything.
Yeah, what time is it? Like, are we is it like nighttime? Are we gonna be
It's-
going out at night?
Your time?
It's like sunset right now. It's
Oh
like
boy.
6-7 o'clock because it's
And-
past the dinner shift. Actually, with that being said, Xanathar and his crew leave too. Doesn't even acknowledge any of you. Just leaves.
Doesn't acknowledge bloody mess all over you.
Nope.
I was gonna ask if Xanathar or his cronies reacted to the troll, if they heard it, or if they're just too far back, like in the VIP room.
From your knowledge, they were sitting in the VIP room. They did not come out or do anything. They just sat there.
All right.
Yep. None of you want to say anything to Xanathar's gang before you leave? Before he leaves?
Just wave.
The bugbear looks at you and snarls. And then turns and leaves.
Say bye.
Is this
I
the
just-
group of creatures that we would like greet and like say farewell to normally, or is this one that we have all been told by Durden that just let them do their own thing,
Yeah.
don't really acknowledge them or anything like
Yeah.
that?
Miki is one to try to have more of a host presence because being at the bar, Miki thinks that it's very important to do so and have pleasantries. But Durna knows and has told you, don't mess with them.
So Amina kind of like looks at Miki as if like,
Just
Yes.
trying to be friendly, Zymina.
oh Miki, we don't want them to be mad at us, so just
I know,
let them
I know.
be.
It was just a little wave, just a little one. Just,
And the bugbear snarled at you. Now let's just clean up this blood so we can let
Maybe
Craig
he was
rest.
flirting. You never know.
You are so right. I have no idea if he was flirting or not with you. And then Zymina like turns to start cleaning up the mess on the bar.
I just love your sassy attitude, Zymina.
Don't we all?
Oz listens to them and then just kind of like shakes their head and goes to get a mop bucket. Like, oh man.
If you grab an extra mop, I'll help you.
I'm definitely avoiding the blood.
Yes. Yeah, not really want to deal with that. As the night winds down, are you guys planning on resting at the tavern? Volo's still there. He's kind of wondering if you guys are going to go with him right now, or if you're going to rest up and go in the morning. Like, what are you going to do?
Oz is gonna ask him when's the last time he talked.
Oh, it was 2 nights ago. That's why it's so urgent. I mean, like, sorry, I got excited. I just don't want anything bad to him, and on the dog board for 48 hours, it's almost a set life sentence.
So you're thinking that we should go right now at nighttime when it's the most dangerous.
Yes, if you don't mind. Time is just very urgent. I mean, I'm not going to force anything upon you, no, of course, because I'm all for pleasing people. But I'm scared, and I just want to make sure he's not fish food, so to speak.
Can you like whip up a picture of Floon for us, so that we can like show it to people?
Really not more of. Well, I mean, if you insist.
I mean, you wrote that beautiful guide. I assumed that you could, whip up a picture for us.
He opens up your book and gets to a blank page of it and quill, please. Thank you. Okay. So very handsome, very handsome. Like you can't miss it. All right, here's a jawline, some handsome eyes, some wavy red hair. Okay, here we go. And he presents it to you. It's very basic. It's not. It's very general. Like you know, he has red hair and is a handsome young man in his 30s. And you know he was at the Skewered Dragons 2 nights ago. And he's telling you that's probably the best place to look for to start your search, in case anyone saw him or anything.
You know what color his clothes?
You're muted.
Sorry. No, I don't. It was, I had a little too much to drink. I just was happy he was there. But he wore nice clothing. That helps. Yes.
Any distinguishing features at all?
I'm getting really anxious that you're asking me so many questions that I do not know the answers to and you're not looking for him. This is all I have. I don't know what... I gave you a hole. If you... Please. I don't know what else I can do. I mean, he's young, he's dashing, red hair, heavenly voice.
Lover.
No, he is not.
Zemina kind of crosses their arms and just kind of stares at him. Based on the information Vola was giving them, would I care to be inclined to believe that he's lying about such a thing?
Make an insight check.
Okay. 7.
You kind of believe him. He has no reason to really fabricate anything. Very eccentric, but you don't know.
Well, Zemina won't like press on that issue. They'll just continue to say, I'm only asking because your information is sensitive to us as a client here.
Yes.
So we just want to make sure that if we uncover anything as we're going about this investigation, we know ahead of time. We wouldn't want anyone's reputation to be on the line.
I understand. Okay. He's someone that I've known for a good amount of time, and I don't have a lot of friends. He's very authentic, and me being as famous as I am, people want me for my fame and fortune. So, he's someone I care about, and City Watch aren't doing anything. They have other things that they're worrying about. I don't know, but they're not doing anything, and I asked Dernan cash in my favor, and he reluctantly agreed, but I wouldn't recruit you for if I didn't believe you couldn't help me out. Plus, I will pay you more when you get it, and then you can do whatever you want. I just want him to be safe. That's all. I'm really guilty. If you couldn't tell, I'm guilty, desperate, and please help me. And then he just like kind of fixed his mustache. Sorry, don't want to get too much of a downer. Don't want to do that too much.
Oh, that's good enough for me.
Fantastic. All right, so we're leaving now. Great. All right.
Well, hold on a second. And
Okay.
Kind of looks over at Craig and goes, Craig, are you sure you don't want to rest after? And they kind of look down at the wound after you got sucked.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to rest, but if this is time sensitive, I mean, we should go.
I will say this, Craig. If you want to do a short rest, I would say after all this, like you would do a short rest if you want. You could roll a d12 for me. And then get some of your health back if you...
So if I roll 4, I get 4 health back.
If you roll a d12, like as a short rest, that's your hit die.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, I got 4 health back.
Okay, so you're max health. And Volo goes, well, sometimes, if you have to endure, a deep sucking, sometimes you just need to rest out, and then that way you'll be all better at the end. So,
Yeah,
glad
to
I
be
know what
here.
you mean. I know what you mean.
Yes.
I feel right as rain.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, let me. I'll show you where it is, and then he takes out like, I don't know if you want to bring up the interactive map, Cal, but the Skewer Dragon is located in the dock ward. And it is on the near the corner of Snail Street and Fillet Lane. And it is relatively dark out now. Like, it's not pitch black night yet, but the sun has set. And it's just, you see just a little bit of color just peeking out of the sky right now.
So we are right up here, where the yawning portal is. Awkward. It's your dragon. Okay.
Yes, that is where Volo told you that was the last place he saw Flu.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you want, you can try to get some transportation to go down there. Otherwise, if you want to walk down there, you can, but it is quite a hefty walk if you guys walk down there.
Well, I think he paid us enough gold that we could, get down there pretty easily in a carriage.
Yeah.
Really treat ourselves.
Yeah. Okay. So Volo says, "Oh, thank you so much. Don't worry, darling. We'll be right back. Don't worry. We'll get your help back. Thank you so much." Durnan just goes,
Is Volo coming with us?
Volo's walking with you right now to the street.
Oh, okay, he's not coming with us.
Yeah. So.
I can ask him if he's coming with us.
Oh, of course. I'm taking you to the street right now. We're going to get transportation to the Skewer Dragon. Because I will tell you what that is.
You can pay for that as well.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, Miki.
That's a 3.
3. He goes, "I see what you did there and I value it, but I gave you a magical hole, so I think that you would actually owe me. But I'm not the type of person. So you can politely pay for your transportation, and don't worry, I will pay you even more handsomely with the transportation when you come back with me."
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
You hear Oz kind of muttering to himself. Well, maybe you do. He's like, "He didn't even ask for the hole. Who wants a hole?"
It's a nice place to store things.
That's
Who
what a
wouldn't
bag
want
of
a hole?
holding is for. Who wants a hole?
A hole for holding.
I mean, we can put people in there and suffocate them. As a threat, they kind of counter after realizing what they had said.
Yep. So you make your way to the street, and Volo says, "Okay, I have all faith in you. I hope it all works out well. Bye." And then he just kind of does a light trot, trying to get away from the situation as much as possible. You see, it is a pretty busy night. A lot of the wagons are full. There is a wagon that does stop by you. It's a very unique wagon. There's a horse. There's actually one horse on this wagon, and it's wearing some sort of aviator cap. It's really weird. It has the flaps on the end with a goggle, and it's why is this on a horse, right? And then you see in the driver's seat this looks like an ooze. It's like a gelatinous humanoid ooze that is blue in color, light blue, has black dotted eyes and kind of straight just expression, kind of like a Ditto from Pokemon, basically. It looks like that, and then has what you think has, you don't know if it's hair or part of the body, but has 4 or 5 just stalks that are connected, and then has an aviator cap on his head that one of the lenses is actually broken, trapped. And he goes, All right, you want to hop in? Come on, let's go. Where do you want to go? I got you. Where do you need to go? Hop in.
The skewered dragon in the dockward, please.
Oh man, that's a real naughty place. You gotta be careful of those. No, okay, I got you. Okay, hop in. And he opens the door.
Okay,
I have a quick
thanks.
question. Sorry.
Yes.
I totally forgot about Bonnie. What was Bonnie doing the entire time we were fighting, and after the fight? Like, where was she?
Bonnie was next to Three Strings and was just observing the fight. She didn't partake in it, and she just kind of was catering to the other patrons of the tavern while this was all happening, trying to distract them and calm them down from what was going on.
Okay.
She's doing damage control.
Nice. Go Bonnie.
Oh yeah, she's aware. No, you two make Aqua Duo.
Okay. Just
Yeah. So the ooze-looking figure is like, okay, hop in. We can totally, get there really quickly if you need to. Just who wants shotgun? Who wants to be next to me?
That red shotgun.
Oh, all right. And he looks up at you, and he's like, okay, well, I guess there is plenty of leg room. Hop in. Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah, hop in. Okay. And then we probably have to squeeze in. Yeah, all three of you should fit behind. Yeah, it's all good. And then he kind of escorts you into the wagon, and then Oz holds your hand a little bit tighter and is trying to help you get into the wagon.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Just totally wanna, make sure, we don't break anything. Not saying you're gonna break, because that would be really bad. But yeah, no, hop in. Okay, and then he just slams the door, gets in. Okay, so Skewer Dragon, we're hopping on, going there, having a good time. Let's go. And then he does a one, and has the horse go. And the horse actually goes a little bit faster than the other wagons in the street. It's more of a less professional, haphazard type of arrangement. You don't know if
This is so much fun, you guys!
This wagon was made for the streets, all right. It's for the streets.
He's like, I totally want, I'm all for the customer, but totally just want to make sure I don't break any laws, because prison not a good time. So yeah, I'm Glarb, by the way, G to the LARB, and just totally vibing with you guys, totally gonna have a good time. If you want to talk to me, righteous, good stuff. Well, if you don't, totally understand. Some people just like to keep to themselves. And this is my horse Smorb. He's totally best. So, Glarb and Smorb. And if you ever have any requests, if you like what you see, you can totally refer to my custom wagon. It's the really exciting optimal speed wagon, which is the REO speed wagon.
Good one.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it, it just fit. So you can totally just request anytime.
Hey
What was
Glarb,
the
so
O?
this is totally in mad respect, of course. But
Totally.
what are you? I don't know if I've ever seen your kind before.
Yeah, no, I moved here a good few years ago, wanted to start my own life, just wanted to help people. And yeah, I'm single, there's not a lot of oozes, yeah, in Waterdeep. But you never know, because, it's such a huge pot full of bunch of people, and you just never know. And not to get too much into it, but I like dating outside my race too, because, everyone has their own stories. It's just being open-minded,
For sure, totally get
Yeah.
it. We live in a diverse city, like melting pot, like.
Street lamp, and then he swears.
Oh shit! Okay.
Alright.
Oh my god.
That's okay.
Wow.
Just gotta call it like you see it, you know. It's more
For
obscure.
sure, yeah.
So
How
tell me
is-
about yourselves. Yeah.
How is Zymina dealing with the amount of talking going on right now?
What the actual fuck is happening?
I think Zymina would actually say that
Yeah.
and just look at Az to gauge their reaction as well. Just what the actual fuck is going on right now?
Zymina, I would say, is not super serious all the time. I would say he or she does get pleasure in like seeing more of like this is really weird and chaotic, and it's not like your typical wagon, which is kind of interesting. So this Glorb sounds like a very interesting person. Are they naive, or are they just playing the game, so to speak? It's hard to say, but it's just like this is interesting, to say the least.
Okay, cool. I think Zymina would just continue to listen in on the conversation instead than just what? But okay, let's hop off, sis.
Yeah, you, and points at you. Excuse me, Oz. Yeah, what about you? Like, you might ask me something? Like,
What is Oz's reaction to this whole?
what do you think your reaction would be? What do you think?
I'm not. I
Or
think
what you wanna-
Oz is a little overwhelmed by just the amount of energy coming off of Glorb right now.
Yeah, pretty much. He's a very eccentric, seems very friendly, very genuine, very optimistic, which is like, especially traveling to the more dangerous wards. You're like, like what's this guy about?
So when Oz sees Zymina looking at them, Oz is going to have what the fuck look on their face. Like, I don't even know what is happening right now. What?
No, the street lamp. Oh, and then it goes. Oh.
Holy cow!
I think we're good. We were at a stop right now. We have to pass, and then just like has like his arm over in the back and says, "So, do you like live here, or like what do you do?" And just like blankly stares.
At who?
It looks like to like in between Zymina and Oz, like if there's a ghost there, but just like you don't know if the eyes are like going opposite ways, or if he's trying to like focus like everyone. It's just more like, so like you live here? What do you do?
Actually, we all actually live at the Yawning Portal.
Oh,
And work there. So.
oh, it's like home. So you work from home? That's so cool.
Yep.
That's well, I don't, well, I used to live here in the wagon, so I used to work from home, but you know I made enough coin to like get like a place in the castle ward. You know, I like staying there because it's like really protected. You know, like all like the guards are like, hey, you can't drive here. I'm like, oh, sorry. You know, it's like, you know, they're really friendly. Really cool. Oh, it looks like we're almost here. And the horse slows down a bit. It doesn't go right to the skewered dragon. It kind of drops you off at. So right now you drove from the Way of the Dragon, that big main road, and you're at Fillet Lane and the Way of the Dragon. So you're right. You just have to go straight down Fillet Lane, head west, and then the skewered dragon's on your left. And he goes, that's as far as I go. You know, I can't take like the side roads. I mean, you know, it's kind of like an extra charge, but you know, I don't want to tell people that. But you know, it's like I have fun. I hope all of y'all have fun. If you ever want to request me, you know, if you don't, totally get it. It's all good. It's fine. But if you like it, if you like, you know, Glorb, you know, my little buddy here, send a paper bird. You know, just send a paper bird requesting me. Totally.
Oh yeah, totally gonna do that.
I love
for
favorite
sure.
customers, and then we could
For
talk
sure.
more and stuff.
Like, I
Yeah.
want to do like a knuckle bumps or like handshake or something with them.
Oh sure. So he does look kind of like it's just a spherical, no like indentation. It's just like it's like pudding. It's like Jello, and it just actually
Awesome.
your arm appendage whatever kind of goes in and then just kind of pops out.
Awesome. Right on. Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo.
Oz
what's
is
your-
out
what's
of
your-
the wagon. Out of the wagon.
I'm Miki, bro. I'm Miki.
Mickey. Oh.
Nice to meet
Lord.
you. G to the L to the A to the R to the B. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a good rating on Uber.
Oh.
That's a different service.
Oh, yeah, it's totally. I used to work for Uber, but then there was like strikes that were happening because they weren't compensated. They like took their money, so I like started like my own thing, you know. Yeah. Okay. So have a good time. That's 5 shard. Okay.
Wow.
We
Wow.
have. I'm
Thank you
assuming we
so
have
much.
change, right?
Yeah, you do. He gives you change. So you get it's half a gold, half a dragon. So Mickey, you can take that out of yours because I saw you like put that.
Yeah, I'll give him 6. Sorry.
Oh,
I'll give him a tip.
you are one of the good ones. Oh, all
Hey.
right.
Takes a customer service person to know a customer service person, so mad
No.
respect. Mad
Huh.
respect.
Mad, huh? All right. Well, y'all stay safe because you know there are killers here. So be careful. All right. Chaw. And then just trails off.
Speaking of killers,
Wow.
Dan,
Pillars.
Yes.
I know that it's not customary for people who live in Waterdeep to always be wearing like armor or carrying weapons openly.
Sure.
Um, But I think I read that it's typical that people carry like knuckle dusters or some sort of weapon type of thing. Like, what do we have? Like, what did we bring with us?
Sure. I don't want to reveal it right now. The weapons that I gave you guys, you took with you. When another potential combat opportunity happens, I will reveal a little bit more of what happened. Because I want to
Right.
save that a little bit for later.
But you're saying that the weapons that you did reveal to us, we can hide them in some way.
For the most part. I mean, Craig's knife dagger can easily hide your tiny hammer. Oz's hand axe, and then Zymina's what did you have again? Oh, your scimitar.
9 milli. Oh, yeah, scimitar.
I'm not going to reveal any guns that you have yet. No,
Please.
it's going to be a grindhouse type of campaign. That's what. Pull it
I
out.
want
of the
shotgun for a leg.
Hey, I mean, it'll be fun. Okay, so you're making your way towards the skewered dragon. In the meantime, across the street, so you're looking at, it's still on Fillet Lane, but it's east of the road. You see, you find yourselves on a street that has been cordoned off by the city watch. Lying on the cobblestones are half a dozen corpses, seemingly the victims of some terrible skirmish. Watch officers have disarmed and arrested 3 blood-drenched humans and are in the midst of questioning witnesses. One of the officers sees you guys and says, "Get on, nothing to see here." And then cares about their business.
I was supposed to go over and ask, like, hey, practically find someone. Holy shit, my voice, sorry.
Hey, do what you want. It may change again.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of them have red hair? Like,
He looks at the group. One of them does. That's there. It is Elvin. And does not resemble the. It looks a bit older than 30s and is more rough for wear. Excuse me. Ironically, for an elf, but doesn't look too hot. Are you looking for someone? Like, what's going on?
Someone's actually just asked us to help them find their friend. They
He like
sent us-
squints at you like inquisitively.
We work at the honor court. He
Okay.
just came in and hired us, and so sent us down to the Skewered Dragon here, which is why we've just arrived.
So you're telling me you work in the castle ward, and you came here at night looking for a missing friend here at the dock ward on your own accord, not even asking, or he gets flustered because he's just like stressed out by like what's behind him. He goes, I'll tell you what, I haven't seen a lot going on. I'm low on the totem pole. You can go back to Castle Ward, talk to whomever you need to. Just keep the blood off the streets, okay?
Yes, sir.
Don't get into trouble.
I will do my best not to.
Okay. And then
So I
gets
mean, just
back
kind
to
of looking over at the scene and just going, might be a pretty hard thing to avoid here. And kind of turns with like a
Do you
look
do you say that in game, out of game?
in game.
Okay. The guard that speaking Oz turns around and looks at you. What is that supposed to mean?
Well,
Just making stupid comments. Let's go. Fine.
no, I don't think it was stupid. I'm just saying that it is a dangerous area and you have quite a mess on your hands. We just hopefully think that will avoid us. That's all.
If you know what's good for you, get your nose out of trouble, otherwise you're going to be those people there. And we're not going to be the ones that cause that. There's a lot of stuff that happens here, and if you live in Waterdeep, you will know.
Do I feel like this is coming off as a threat or more of like their frustration with dealing with the situation they're given?
Make an insight
Handle-
check.
Okay, not again.
Yeah? yeah, if you wanted to know some stuff, I gotta...
And
Yeah.
I'm slowly getting better.
Yeah. You do get some information. It's more of he has a rough exterior. Like, he's stressed. This is a big case for him. You notice he's tired. He doesn't want to work night shift. It's a lot on him right now. He's doing what he can to minimize what's going to happen, but he's just getting right to the point. He doesn't know you, and he didn't appreciate what you said. He's like, I don't need this. And like, I tell you what, if you die, you die, but this is just stay out of trouble so you don't die. It didn't sound directly threatening, but it was definitely backhanded.
Okay. Do you feel like I would continue to pursue that conversation, or would I just accept what was said and move on? Do I sound
I think, again, knowing how you play the game and how authorities can be, you would probably not push the button any further.
All right. So, lowering the confrontation point a bit, Simena would just say, "Oh, we will absolutely be careful, but I can tell that you're pretty stressed out by this. Maybe you can stop by the yawning portal sometime, and we'll be able to serve you up drinks." And Simena will casually look at Miki, kind of thinking of something to say, and then go, "I have an idea. I think that my friend Miki here will eventually start making an ooze type drink that you might like. You should definitely check us out." And kind of like steer the conversation that way before like moving away.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna pull out like a handful of like those wooden token things with the symbol
Uh-huh.
for the yawning portal and like
Mhm.
for free drinks. And just hand them to the guard.
Oh,
Your
no.
friend.
Careful.
Oh, thank you. I gotta get back to this, okay? Just
Mhm.
be mindful. Okay. And like does like another look at you as I mean, and then gets back to the scene.
Hey,
Doesn't reply back.
I feel like
So-
Oz's shoulders like visibly like lower about an inch once that conversation.
Mhm. So you guys, you still have the skewered dragon that is west of the road, so you just got to cross the main road again, avoiding traffic. And then you'll meet your way there. Are you planning on going that way?
Oh, so we actually can get through.
Yeah. So
I
like
was-
it was across the street.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I had it under. I was under the impression that it was like the street was blocked off and like we couldn't get through because I was
That's
gonna be like,
straight. Yeah, across Fillet
I was-
Lane to the east of the road.
gotcha, because I was gonna
Yep.
be like, let's sneak through, but we don't have to do that.
No way. Right. Also, just wanted to say thank you for everyone that's watching. We have some of our highest viewer count, so thank you all. Love you guys for watching. Thank you. That's the story. So you guys going west towards the skewered dragon, right? Okay. So, so as you walk down the street, there's tall, densely packed tenements that leave most of the neighborhood in shadow at ground level. Most of the street lamps have had their glass smashed and their candles stolen. And the smells of salt air and excrement linger as you pass rows of rundown buildings. It is not a safe place.
Nice.
Completely different than Castle Ward. Then you see one nearby shop on your right-hand side stands out from the others. It has a deep purple facade, and in its window hangs a stuffed beholder. Above the door hangs a sign whose elaborate letters spell out Old Zoblob Shop, and Zoblob is spelled Xoblob. Did you guys want to check that out, or did you want to go right to the...
I peer in the window.
Okay. So, what you see in there, actually roll a perception check for me, please.
19.
19, okay. So, you see in there, it's all arranged in purple. It's a very purple shop. There's some scented purple smoke that kind of is like covering the bottom of the floor. Every wall is painted purple. It's pretty well lit in there. And there's a whole bunch of like dusty knickknacks on the shelves that are there. And it's dyed in deep violet, the shelves are. And then you see a hairless old gnome at the counter, just sitting cross-legged, wearing on the counter, wearing plum-colored robes. You see his cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes. And smoking a pipe. There are no customers in there at the moment. It is just himself. Do you relay that to the group?
Yes, sorry. I'll let
Don't
them
worry.
know about this purple, very purple shop.
Okay. What do you guys think?
Well, time is of the essence, but we also did get some gold to spend. Maybe he has information as well? Kind of like a 2-for-1.
It's just interesting that it's purple because purple is not the colors of the dock ward. So, like maybe we can check it out after, or I don't know if,
Back tomorrow, maybe.
or I know Volo was, kind of on our butts here. So I feel like we should keep going. But it's interesting. I've never seen such a purple shop before in my life.
Are you trying to hide from the window at all?
No, I would just be like peering in,
He turns and sees you and walks his way to the door, kind of like an aggressive salesman type of situation. Opens the door, and then the cloud of it's pungent. It's just lavender scented purple smoke just goes yeah, it just trails out of the store. And he goes, "Oh, welcome, please. You wanted to browse around? I know you would look like you were interested in seeing what I have, right?"
Come
in.
Yeah, I just purple. It's a lot of purple, man.
It is. We have a lot of purple things here. It's just ravishing, quite. So tell me your hobbies and interests. Let me show you around here. And then kind of wants to like lightly corral you into the shop. Kind of standoffish and just.
Is Miki the type of person to just like be kind and go along with this, or would they be like, you know, direct and be like, I have other business but I'll come back type of thing?
Either or.
Oh great, I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
Now, is he only doing this to Miki, or is he trying to do this to the rest of us?
He has his sights right now on Miki because he's the one that saw Miki look through the window at all of the things that he has.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt to, you know, just take a quick peek at what you have, since you know, got me in here, so...
Oh, of course. Well, you know, I don't want to force anyone. This is just a way to... You can browse and carouse around
oh, no,
if you
I
want.
wanted to come in, for sure. Yeah, I just have, you know, a lot of
great.
business
Yes,
in the area.
please.
Oh, hey, quick question. While we're
Yes.
chatting, you know, I've just
Uh-huh.
wondered, you know, if you've seen a guy, you know, pretty handsome with red hair, around recently. He's our friend, you know, and we're just kind
Oh,
of worried about him. Yeah, you know,
red
so-
hair.
red hair. Yeah, very distinguished looking guy.
His name is Floon, Miki, if that helps.
Balloon. I wonder if my trinkets can give you some information.
What kind of trinkets?
Oh, I'm so happy you asked. Let me show you. And it's just a whole bunch, and he's just spewing off tales of like
Okay.
this book that has torn pages out. This was a diary from a very well-known princess. And right before her death, she wrote her life story, and the whole ending was torn apart, and we don't know what happened.
Oh, such mystery.
Yes. Crazy, really. And, I think you may like this, and then just kind of like you kind of think he just chose someone randomly. It goes to Greg. I think you will love this fishbowl. It has a nice clockwork goldfish in it, so that way it keeps your attention, and you can just look at it for days. Very, very exquisite, really.
A fishbowl.
Yes! I mean, that's where fish are kept. Of course they are. Only the finest.
I would say while this gnome is distracted talking to
Uh-huh.
Miki and now Craig,
Uh-huh.
Zemina would just help themselves into the store and begin looking around at anything that could be potentially interesting, while kind of similarly or still paying attention to the guy as he's talking, just because if anything catches their ear, they kind of want to pipe in
Sure.
and see if they can like extract any info that might seem useful from
Of course. So I'm not going to have you roll investigation on this just because of how campy he's being. It is just a pile of junk. It is nothing, not that you see that would give clues or anything outward right away from what you see that would help you in your investigation. It's pretty, he's just trying to upsell some stuff or trying to get some business going.
like a
I
walking
kind of.
Goodwill.
Oh dear. I kind of want to get him back to, back on track and back to Floon and say like, okay, so love looking at all this stuff. Great stuff you got here.
Oh, thank you. Of course we do. Yeah, it's only
Just wanted to circle back, you know, and talk
Oh.
about, you know, you said some of these items may reveal like about our
Yes.
friend.
Of
So
course.
yeah, I would super appreciate information, and I will give him a shard.
Okay. See, what could, and he's like kind of looking, he's just like, oh, come on, what could help, And here you go. And then he brought out a crystal knob that looks like a doorknob. He said this, and he holds this in your appendages, arms, whatever. This is the door to ultimate opportunity. This doorknob is exquisitely crafted by the finest mages of Waterdeep to open any type of opportunity that you see fit. So, if you're looking for this mysterious Floon fellow, most likely you can see all of his past lives and navigate to which door you choose. That's the one you can go through. Now, and then he takes it like, now I don't know if this is something you're interested in, but, and then puts it back up. But, you know, I mean, maybe we can work something out.
As he's
For the
talking,
right price. Yes.
Ximena, how would Ximena feel about him potentially trying to sell junk to Mickey? Especially after him being given some money.
I mean, I guess you don't like to see, you're very loyal to your friends, you don't want to see them get taken advantage of. It's more of, do you think that he's getting taken advantage of? And I would say in this case, it's pretty obvious, unless if you want to roll insight, but he's just being really, he's not the best salesman, and that's why there's not a lot of people that come in.
Ximena more is just waiting to see if Mickey is the type of person to kind of realize it, or if they're kind of going to do it without actually letting themselves like stop and take a moment. That's more what Ximena is trying to figure out here.
Miki totally believes that this item is magical and real. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have to get this. Like, it's gonna help us find Floon. Like, we have to go in on this.
I think it definitely will. I mean, and you seem like you seem to have a particular interest in my wares. I will give you this doorknob of opportunity for 7
Can I do an
dragon.
insight check on this guy?
Sure, go for it.
Did you say
I just want to
17
kind of
dragons?
wander around
7.
and peruse the shelves as well.
17.
Huh. Oh, he is lying through his teeth. He is taking advantage of Miki, just capitalizing on any type of vulnerability that Miki has about looking, even for like a missing friend. This guy is going really low to get any type of sale from.
Okay, so I have, I have 5, and you guys all have 5 too. So like we all could put like just like a couple in, and then we could get this magic.
Miki, we are not wasting our hard-earned money on this guy's crap.
But
excuse me.
That's so rude to say in front of somebody.
The gnome, it's actually a deep gnome now, from a closer inspection, looks up at you. If you don't like what I have to offer, you can leave. I don't need your
We just want to know about
here.
this. We just want to know about this human male who's kind of handsome and has red hair. Has he been here or not?
He turns away from you and looks right back at Miki with the doorknob.
That's not going to get us anywhere.
Craig, you're getting a little frustrated and upset, and your mutton chops start to heat up a bit and turn almost like a, which normally brown color turns into more of a orangey golden red gradient that kind of like looks like a flag. And all of you notice too, like it's not like fire obviously, but his temperature, his body heat has gotten a little bit higher, and you're not liking what he's doing.
Oh dear. I mean, I'll let you do what you want to do, Dennis, but like I was gonna have Ximena step in at this point.
I mean, I will say this, like after seeing how Craig is right now, you're like, ooh.
Oz is leaving the shop now.
So what exactly is it that this doorknob does? Explain it to me.
He doesn't. He still ignores you like you're nothing to him and continues to talk to Miki. Yes, for the 7 gold, you can definitely have this to find your friend.
Yeah.
Just as simple as that, and just hands his hand out.
Unfortunately, I don't have 7, and it doesn't seem like my friends are gonna help me. I know.
Well, that's unfortunate. And he just takes the doorknob. He's like, hard to believe that 7 gold is not worth finding a friend. That's not like good friendship to me, quite frankly.
I mean, if you really cared about somebody, you would want to help somebody. So
Exactly.
It doesn't seem like...
That's why you should pay 7 gold. I worked hard for this. This is a rare and wondrous item that I've worked so hard to get. And if you really cared about your friend, which I'm not saying you're not, I can understand financial hardships, but people would give their house just to find their loved ones. And I'm only giving you 7 dragon as a price, which is quite a deal.
As he keeps going on, Miki starts to, because they're I mean, from what my perspective is right now, I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it to help people. I don't know if that goes along with my character or not, but the more that this gnome is talking about money and pain, it's starting to make me just be like, okay, you know what? I'm just trying to do something nice for somebody, so I'm just gonna go. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
6 dragon and 5.
I'm sorry. You just don't seem like a kind person, and I don't want to do business with you anymore. So.
Well, if that is what you feel, I mean, there's not a lot of kind people in this city, so you fit right in.
I'm a kind person, and I know that in my heart. Okay, bye.
Goodbye. And then, Craig, are you staying in the shop? He looks up at you. And you can leave too. Your business is not wanted here.
I wait for Miki to walk out the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glaring at him the entire time.
Make an intimidation check.
Please, Quad. Zymina is watching this with fervor. Just.
Oz is perched right behind you. Just like, oh man.
Am I enjoying this? Damn.
A little bit, yeah.
I just want to preface this by saying, I really wasn't planning on doing anything other than just as soon as Miki left, I was going to leave as well, but I did roll 3.
Okay. He looks at you and says, I tell you what, inspiration. I'm giving you inspiration for this. Because I think this is a really good roleplay moment. I'm for this. And I think this is good character development, and I want to see...
That's a 19.
Okay. And I'm going to be a little generous, too. You are proficient in intimidation, and you have a +3.
Damn.
Do you think Oz and Zymina are making bets about what Greg is going to do?
Oh, maybe. So, the gnome gets even paler. And his eyes are, like, wide open, and he's, like going behind the counter, like, you need to leave. You're not welcome here. Don't make me call people or contact people, because it will be bad for you. You are threatening me, and the City Watch is
very much distracted outside.
Oh, you're outside the shop, though.
No, I'm inside watching.
You're inside? Oh, you are,
yeah.
okay.
You know, Zymina's watching this, and that would be their responses. Very much outside, distracted with 12 dead bodies.
Yeah.
Kind of stifling a chuckle, seeing him cower behind the bar, and then kind of looks over at Az and just says, 1 silver, he pisses himself.
Back out the door, maintaining that glare the entire time.
So you don't do anything, you just walk out?
I literally back out the door, maintaining eye contact with him the entire time.
Okay. And then you leave the shop, and you see, as soon as you leave, he closes the door, locks it, turns off the lights. It has, like, we're closed sign, and then just shuts up the shop. I'm looking at that.
So me and Az are trapped inside.
No,
Well, once you leave, I'm sorry. I forgot.
Like, we'll stay there. It's fine. I just
He's
want
like,
to.
oh, you're still here. Oh my
Oz whispers to
I
you,
need
he's
to
like,
leave now, too.
Oz whispers to you before leaving the shop, he's like, you want that silver, you gotta get proof that he beat himself.
Well, I don't know that I have
Out.
the. They kind of shrug and just go, well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to break in there and find out. But you know what? It was a good show. We'll put it on hold for tomorrow. Maybe he won't be there.
Please leave.
Oh, as we're talking in front of him. Yeah.
Please go.
Okay.
Please.
Is there anything that you think Zymina might jump on at this opportunity, or just take the
You would capitalize on his fear right now.
Oh, okay.
You capitalize. He is vulnerable. He's scared. Totally scared of Krieg. And since you know that Krieg is good with you, he's worried. Oh, the gnome's worried that you're gonna sick him. Like, you know, I did say him. I revealed it. Yeah, Krieg's male. So, yeah.
There you go.
There you go. It's hard to do.
You're a boy.
Boy.
I'm a boy.
It's a boy.
It's hard to do. So
It is.
Yeah.
So since Oz is still there with
Uh-huh.
Zymina, would Zymina make it a point to talk normal to the gnome about, you know, what they want to do, or would it be more of like a get up close and like personal whispering and things?
I would say you are better. I'm just looking at your stats right here. You actually, no matter what approach you take, it's equally successful depending on how much you roll. So if you want to go for more of a threatening approach, you can, or if you want to go for a more good cop persuasion type of thing, you can do that too.
Right. I think in this moment, just because of how much he was trying to swindle me, Zymina would kind of slowly, like almost like saunter up towards the shopkeeper and kind of like lean over the desk and just make direct eye contact with him and just say, you know, it's not really nice to take advantage of people who are just trying to find a friend. And to think we had already given you gold and you tried to charge us so much for all of this junk that's barely worth a gold combined. I really do think our time should be compensated, especially after how nice Krieg was to not completely destroy the inside of this shop. And with the city guards so far away, it would be real easy to do. And then they would kind of smile and tilt their head.
Fine. Don't have them come after me. Okay? I'll tell you. All right? Then you will leave and not come back. Deal?
Sure, as long as the information is good.
Well, I did see a couple humanoid figures outside my shop a couple nights ago. I don't know if this Loon fellow, he was very well dressed, and he's very similar looking to another gentleman that looked almost the same. Longish hair, a little bit of a red tint from what I've seen from the reflection from my shop. But they were jumped outside of my shop by rough-looking men in black leather armor. I think there were five attackers, but I don't know any of them. And one of them had a tattoo on his neck of a winged snake. That's all I know, and I would appreciate it if you would leave.
You know, I will, but I didn't actually catch your name. I just want to confirm it's the same as the one on the shop? Or on the sign outside?
Yes, my name is Zoblob.
Awesome. Thank you so much for providing that information. It was so nice meeting you. And then they kind of do a slow turn as they like walk out to the door really slowly, purposely, before doing a quick look back and then shutting the door. Unless Oz is still inside, of course, waiting for Oz to either go before or after.
Sure.
Is Oz uncomfortable or comfortable with what transpired just there?
You're happy you got info? Like, I think it's just...
Okay.
You're just
in
like,
that case,
okay,
then
this
he
was a
would
lot.
they would graciously accept walking out the door before Zymina.
Yes. Sure thing. And then you guys leave the shop.
Oh,
And then that's when you close the shop. So, in case you guys want to talk anymore, yeah.
I just had a quick question.
Sure.
Bolo's appearance sound similar to what the guy was talking about? Like,
Nope. Bolo is a bit more rotund, has brown mustache, goatee, older, has a flimsy cap. Loon is a lot more handsome, young, red hair. From
so
what
the
you
guy
what
said-
you were describing.
the gnome said that the two figures look similar.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So could we potentially think that maybe a family member of some sort, or just coincidentally someone looks very
Don't
similar?
really know.
Okay.
But that's the information that the gentleman gave you.
Okay.
Dimina, I'm outside, so are you gonna tell me the info that you received?
Oh, well, absolutely. But I just wanted to confirm if we were still good with going before we like
Okay.
ended or anything like that. So
Then
we have to be okay to go.
Miki's gonna just bring up, like, just because I can't remember, so, the tattoo on the neck, is that, like, those guys that attacked the half-orc woman? Didn't they have a tattoo?
They had eye tattoos on them.
Oh, eye tattoos, okay.
Just like the gnome in the shop.
Oh,
Wait.
that's right.
Yes.
Oh, there was 9 tattoos on each cheek then, correct?
Or
Or 9 total.
purple nine purple face painted eyes. So there were purple eyes
Okay.
painted on it. And it wasn't as many eyes, but the thugs in the tavern that were attacking the female half orc had shaved head and eyes.
And one of them kind of looked like they were wearing more of a darker black garb, so
Yes.
it looks like the darker black garb seems to be a common trend. Zymina is thinking that maybe they're related, or like another type of faction gang or something like that. But yeah, I would say Zymina definitely reveals that information, like walking out of the shop and just going, well, that actually turned out to be a lot more fruitful than I had thought. Miki, I'm so sorry that he tried to sell you trash, but on the bright side, we got the information, and it looks like he did know a little bit about where Floon might be. It seems he might have been jumped along with another person who looks similar to him. Not sure who it was, but perhaps it was the men in dark cloaks that had the tattoo of a winged snake on their neck. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with such a tattoo, but maybe we can start there when we reach the tavern.
Make a history check.
Not me knowing gangs watch this.
You've been in the tavern.
True that. Oh my god, nat 20? I'm not kidding.
You're very familiar with this. This is the faction of the Zentarum.
Okay. Oh,
And you...
I was like, is that not the same that, oh no, that is different. Never mind.
Yep, Xanathar Guild is,
It is Zentarum,
own-
right?
No, Xanathar Guild is his own gang.
That's right, okay.
Xanathar has the gang with, the bugbear that came in, the gazer, and the mind flare, which are common races that are his underlings, along with the thugs with the eyes that you saw. The Zentarum are otherwise known as the Black Network. Still deal with crime, killing, if need be, all bad things. The Zentarum, and you see you rolled a nat 20 on this, the Zentarum have been, you've heard of, like, them and the Xanathar butting heads. They're rival factions and gangs.
Zymina is like talking about the tattoo, kind of like O face overtakes their face, just like, oh, followed by shit.
And I'm going to leave it at this. From your dealings and the history of the Zentarum, you knew, but you didn't say it yet, that the half-orc woman in the tavern is part of the Zentarum.
Ooh.
And that's where we're going to roll out of the episode.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not this.
Yep.
What a twist.
So juicy.
Yeah, I mean, that's 20. I mean, it was a history, but I'm like, I think I'm like, yeah, I mean, with your perception, like, I'll tell you what, you got a nat 20, I'm going to give you another stat, Justin.
Oh, okay.
Your passive perception is a 16.
Dang. Okay. Work.
That's
You're
why
perceptive AF.
that's why you can
Sure am.
see everything around the tavern and perceive a lot of different things and get all that intel and information.
You're a beholder.
Who knows?
I'm just a baby beholder.
You're gonna have to tune in
Necklace.
next
I'm just a
episode and see
baby.
if 7 minutes of beholder. But I want to just give a big thank you for people watching the stream. Again, I wanted to get a little bit of extra time in here just as a thank you for being patient with the technical problems in the beginning. It happens, and we appreciate just this nice kindness of letting us know about everything. But yeah, a lot of new information today. Thank you for all the support. I mean, Mallory, Sarah, Tyler, like everyone, like Andy, like just thank you everyone who just tuned in. Yes. Yeah, just thank you again. If you like what you see, please share. We really enjoy doing this. Check this out on TikTok as well as YouTube, and more funny shenanigans will happen. But we love you all so much, and thank you again for watching Roll or
Roleplay!
It's really awesome day.
Roll